Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Wednesday of racing here at Tampa Bay Downs. Today's first post is coming up in just 35 minutes. We'll have scratches and changes in a few moments. But first, we ask you to please rise if able and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And thank you, everyone. Once again, a pleasant good morning to you all. Welcome to day number 26 of our season here at Tampa Bay Downs. It's a Wednesday of live racing, set to get underway in 33 minutes. The main track is fast. The turf is firm. Racing under sunny or cloudy skies, rather. Temperatures a little bit on the chilly side by Florida standards. 66 degrees right now. Should be in the upper 60s for most of today's 9-race card. If you have your programs handy, let's go over today's overweights, scratches, and changes. Starting in today's first race, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Scratch number 1, Sarah's Shining Star. Number 1 is Scratch. Scratch the 1. Blinkers on, the number 2, Enchant. Number 2, Enchant races with blinkers on. Blinkers on, the number 2, Enchant. Scratch the number 3, Katie King. Number 3, the main track only is Scratch. Scratch the 3. And scratch number 10, Katarzyna. Number 10, Katarzyna is out. So race 1, scratch 1, 3, and 10. Race 2. Number 1, Fast Prince, a jockey change. Make the rider Scott Spieth. Scott Spieth rides number 1, Fast Prince, in today's second race. Race 2. Make the rider of the number 1, Fast Prince, Scott Spieth. Scratch number 4, Mickey Jack. Number 4, Mickey Jack is out. Scratch the 4 out of today's second. Race 3 on turf is clear. No changes in today's third race. No changes, race 3. Race 4, the Happy Birthday Dan Cox purse starts the Ultimate 6. There's 19,414 in the jackpot carryover. Couple of scratches in here. Scratch number 5, Peace Cloud. Scratch the 5. And scratch number 7, Conspiracy Fact. Scratch 5 and 7 out of today's fourth race. Race number 5 starts the late pick 5. Jockey change on the number 2, Guava Berry. Make the rider Gabriel Maldonado. Gabriel Maldonado rides the number 2, Guava Berry, in today's 5th. Ownership correction on the 4, Palpitations. Instead of Wolf Pen Farm, it should just read Doris Myers. Or Doris Moses, pardon me. Doris Moses should be the listed owner instead of Wolf Pen Farm. The other owners all remain the same. Jockey change on the 5, A Rose for Skylar. Make the rider Sarah Hess. Sarah Hess rides number 5, A Rose for Skylar. Sarah Hess on the 5 in race 5. Scratch number 10, Dr. Patton. Number 10, Dr. Patton is out. And scratch both of the also eligible runners, 13 and 14. So scratch 10, 13, and 14 out of today's 5th race. Race number 6, scratch the 2, LaFrost. Number 2, LaFrost is out. Scratch the 2 out of today's 6th race. Number 4, Capitan Danny is plus £1. Plus 1 on the 4 in race 6. Race 7 starts the final pick 3 on our card. Number 7, Protest, is £1 over. Plus 1 on the number 7, Protest. Scratch number 13, Temperature Rising. Number 13, Temperature Rising is scratch. Scratch the 13, the also eligible out of the 7th. Race number 8, number 7, Megan the Battalion is 1 pound over, +1 on the 7. Number 12, Heavens Express is 2 pounds over, +2 on the 12. And scratch the 13, the also eligible Cheerful Trout. Cheerful Trout is scratched out of the 8th race. Today's 9th and final race, no changes. No changes in the 9th and final. No changes, race 9. Those are your updated overweight scratches and changes. Today's first post here at Tampa Bay Downs coming up in just 29 minutes. The main track fast, the turf firm. It's an overcast, cloudy day, but should be a pleasant day nonetheless for our 9-race card. Our track handicapper, Ren Carruthers, will be coming up in about 12 minutes' time. Ren will have analysis and selections for all 9 of today's races. The early pick 5 and the opener, they're 29 minutes away. We wish you the best of luck today with all of your wagers here at beautiful Tampa Bay Downs. Fans, do take note in this first race. Number 2, Enchant, should not be listed as blinkers on. The horse has been wearing blinkers, so it's not an equipment change. The horse will be wearing blinkers, but it's not an equipment change from previous starts.
Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Ren and Carruthers here. We've got 9 races on today's card. Race 1's going to kick off our early pick 5 with the main 25-4, fillies and mares 4 years old and up. It is set at a mile on the turf. There looks to be a good bit of speed in here. Could see a horse like the 9 growth rate possibly come from off the pace, getting back on turf, stretched out 2 turns. She ran a good third last out and a first off the bench on Christmas Eve. That was a 7 furlong main track, main 25. Runner-up was a next out winner. Had to drop in for 16, but still. Now this mare, she's had 3 starts on turf. Actually started in the barn of Chad Brown. Debuted in a Saratoga main special weight. Showed some competitiveness also, but there were traffic issues and she folded out. Got back on the grass in the spring of 24. Ran third in a main special weight, going just 6 furlongs at Belmont at the Big A. And this was after traffic issues again. And the winner of that race was Marco T. Already stakes placed, went on to get beat 5 in the grade 3 Soaring Softly. Next start was on turf again. She ran 5th, beaten 4 1/4, going 8.5 furlongs. Pace was so slow early. They went 25-1, 51-1, but that race did produce 3 next out winners. Eastern Empress, who scored by 3, she next won an allowance at Colonial, earning a 74 buyer figure. The runner-up, that was Shade of Pale. She next won a main special weight at Belmont at the Big A by 2 1/4 lengths, put up a 76, and then got beat 6 1/4, but after stumbling at the start in the grade 2 Sands Point, notching an 80. Back in 7th, Gilded Edge. She won a main special weight at Monmouth next out and later got beat 5.5 in the Tropical Park Oaks. So in short, this was a good field and she was game against them, even if she didn't get on the board and she hasn't been on the turf since. So I'm thinking back on grass. In for 25, 2 turns, speed to target. She looks like a win candidate. The number 2, Enchant, is in here for Mike Deeney. She's got some early foot, and again, there are others in here as well who do. And so that might make her job a bit tougher. That stated, she can rate. She's never run for this low, only dropped into the claimer ranks the last 2 starts she had. That was at Monmouth, in for maiden 40. Dueled early before getting put away, and that was over the summer. Might feel fresher off the bench, starting back here in a cooler month, reuniting with Sammy Marin also. The pair ran second, beaten just 3/4 of a length in 3 consecutive main special weights here last meet. Going to complete the top 3 with the number 8, Caravaggio Song, making a first off the claim for Pimentel. She actually finished first last out, dropped in for 16. She had only ever run against main special weights and main 40s prior to that, but she did get disqualified. So here she is back in the main ranks, now in for 25. And, you know, you've got to bump up in claim price given the time frame from which she was claimed. So she now has recency. We know she can come from off the pace. She obviously got over the course well enough. She'll need to improve from a figure standpoint, but well possible with that fitness worked in. 9, 2, 8 in race 1 to start the day and the early pick 5.
The horse is out onto the track, post-braiding for today's first race. We'll start that early pick 5 here in today's opener. It's a maiden claiming event, $25,000 down to $20,000. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. We're on the turf course here. This race at a mile. The turf firm, the rail at 0 feet. Scratch 1, 3, and 10. 1, 3, and 10 are out. Do take note, no change of equipment on the number 2 Enchant. Wears blinkers, but has in previous starts. So a field of 7 set to go in here. Race 1 offers daily double, exacta, trifecta, superfecta. We start the pick 3s rolling. We have a super high 5. And we start the early pick 5. Pool now for $33,000. You still got 6 minutes to get involved. 6 minutes to post time for the opener. There's now just 2 minutes to post time. Today's first race in the early pick 5 coming up in 2 minutes. 2 minutes to post. The horses making their way up the chute toward the 1 mile starting point. We're just 1 minute from post time, 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up now for today's opener. First of 9 here on a Wednesday. Getting ready to kick off day number 26 of the season. Starting on turf here in the opener. Field of 7 set to go a mile. Post time favorites 2-1 on numbers 2 and 8. 3-1 on the 7 new issue. So those are the top 3 in the wagering. As Go KJ Go and Bardo Cacique to gate number 4. Here's Yummy Yummy Bella up to the 5th stall. Right now at 13-1. Big long shot Gamby 44-1 to gate 6. The final 3 going to be new issue. Caravaggio's Song and Growth Rate will be all set for a start. Ready to kick off day 26 of the season. Fast main track today. A firm turf course. Overcast skies. Temperatures expect to be in the upper 60s throughout. As we just await Growth Rate. Cipriano Gill to the outside. 9 race Wednesday card. Best of luck to all the horse players here on track and around the country playing Tampa Bay Downs. Let's kick off a Wednesday. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Pretty clean beginning. Enchant from the inside showing good early speed. Yummy Yummy Bella. And here's Gamby coming up in the blue colors between runners. And Gamby coming all the way up to challenge on the front end with Enchant to the inside and Yummy Yummy Bella between them. Length and a half more. Back to Caravaggio's Song, who pulls into that 4th position. Go KJ goes down to the inside of New Issue. They're 5th and 6th. The early trailers growth rate as they go into that first turn. Gamby on the outside. Down at the fence comes Enchant. Those two 1-2 as they go by that 6 furlong marker. A line of 3 just in behind them. Yummy Yummy Bella between horses. Caravaggio Song out wide and Go KJ go to the fence. New Issue Growth Rate. Those two are at the back, but just 4.5 or 5 lengths cover the group as they start that backstretch journey. 23.29 seconds was the opening quarter mile time. And the leader is the long shot. Gamby in front by half a length now. Enchant toward the inside. Caravaggio Song pulling closer now from 3rd within a length. In between horses, Yummy Yummy Bella. Go KJ Go stays toward the fence is 5th and only 2.5, 3 off the top. Still those two paired up at the back, New Issue and Growth Rate. 48.42 seconds was the opening half-mile time. Enchant back up on near level terms with Gamby as they go into the far turn. Caravaggio Song sent after them, and here's Caravaggio Song with a quick sweep up 3 deep on the outside to grab the lead. Enchant, Gamby back second, third. Yemi Yemi Bella running up 3 deep. New Issue 4 wide on the far outside. Caravaggio Song took that first run, comes to the top of the stretch in front by 2.5. Enchant, New Issue right down the far outside with some momentum. Then comes Yemi Yemi Bella. Go KJ, go down at the fence. Caravaggio Song and Jesus Castanon. New Issue right down the far outside trying to get this leader. Caravaggio Song and New Issue. Caravaggio Song to win it. New Issue second. Go KJ, go third. And Chant was fourth. Eight, 7, 4, 2, and 9. 8, 7, 4, 2, and 9. Your second choice, Caravaggio Song at 8 to 5. Second, number 7, New Issue at 4 to 1. Long shot, go KJ, go the 4 at 20 to 1, finishing third. Final time was 136.87 seconds, 89 seconds rather. That's for the mile. Results are now official. $5.20 on the win for Caravaggio Song. Do take note that Super High Five was not hit, so we'll have a carryover into the third race of $1,214 with the scratch of the 4 in race 2. There is no Super High Five coming up in the second race. Caravaggio's Song, the winner here of today's first. She's a 4-year-old Gray Roan filly by Caravaggio out of Song Girl. It's bred in Kentucky by Brandy and Stephen Nicholson. Matthew Nick, the winning owner. John Pimentel, the winning trainer. And Jesus Castanon in the winner's circle as Caravaggio Song victorious here to take the opener on a Wednesday. Price is on the board. That exacta $15.10. Trifecta $90.45. The dime super $44.41. Again, nobody had that super high five carryover. It'll carry over to the third race. No super high five in the upcoming second because we do have a scratch of the number 4 Mickey Jack. So a field of 6 set to go the 5.5 furlongs. Jockey change on the 1 Fast Prince. Make the rider Scott Spieth. Race 2 starts at early pick 4. Post time in 20 minutes at 12:49 p.m.
Race 2 is going to kick off our early pick 4. It's with the main 16 for 3-year-olds set at 5.5 furlongs on the main track. The number 2, Chaos Coming, is in here for Van Winkle, getting first-time Lasix. Debuted against Maine Special Weight Company here back on December 6th. Showed a little something, but that pace was hot. The opening quarter, 21-4, half 44-3. He tired. Now that was just his first start, so then they dropped in for main 25, and he got ping-ponged between horses out of the gate. Still managed to duel and get the lead, but eventually got wore down, put away. And when you also look at those beaten lengths, do understand that the winner, Union Kate, was dropping in for Maine Special Weight Company, and he finished 11.25 the better of the runner-up. So I think dropped further in for 16. Smooth go from the blocks, hopefully. This boy gets it done under Sammy Marin. The number 6, Lucho. This horse lost all chance at the start on debut, got drilled out of the gate dramatically. So let's just look at this as a new day. He's now getting Lasix. Dad is Galilean, a multiple Calbred Stakes winner. 2 of this boy's half-sisters were first out winners. And so I think he could do better here off the inside, hopefully with a good start, while also getting first-time Lasix and cutting back in distance. The 7, Power Wrench, dropping in for 16 after 2 main special weight goes, followed by 2 at the main 32 level. Best finish was when he ran second to back, going a mile on the turf here. Only dirt start was the debut, eased out, so it is hard to know what to make of that. I will say the siblings, they did seem to be able to translate their foot surface to surface, so I think he can do well over the main track here. Could win, of course, but just does not appeal to me as a win candidate at a short price, because I'm not convinced on the drop when there are still questions on the dirt form. So I'm going to go 2, 6, 7 in race 2, which again kicks off our early pick 4.
There was a claim in today's first race. Number 9, Growth Rate, was claimed. Goes to Rice Racing. Trainer Kevin Rice claiming the 9. The horses coming on of the track post spreading for today's second race. A $16,000 maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds. They'll be at 5.5 furlongs over the fast main track. Field 6 set to go. Scratch number 4, Mickey Jack. Number 4 is scratched. Jockey change to the number 1, Fast Prince. Make the rider Scott Spieth. Scott Spieth rides the 1. Race 2 offers daily double, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagering. Take note, no super high 5 with the scratch of the 4. Start at pick 3. We start the early pick 4. Pool already over 15,000. You still got 5 minutes to post time. 5 minutes. Two minutes to post time. Today's second race in the early pick 4. They're both just 2 minutes away. 2 minutes to post. The horses are now approaching the starting gate. We're just 1 minute from post time. 1 minute. And the horses have reached the gate. It's post time. They're lining up now for today's second race. Start of the early pick 4. Field of 6 here at 5.5 furlongs. Your post time favorite 6-5 on the number 2 Chaos Coming, who's been favored throughout the wagering period. Here's Fast Prince to the inside gate. Scott Spieth picking up the mount. The favorite Chaos Coming to gate 2. Polyzon will be next. We're going to pick 4. Pool now going over $30,000. Still got a few more seconds to get involved here. Alexander K, Lucho, and Power Wrench going to be the final 3. We'll be all set for a start here. Today's second race. Here's Lucho, Marcos Meneses on board. And Power Wrench, Adamar Santos for Alejandro Mendieta. Power Wrench coming up. Power Wrench box at the initial intent to load to the gate, now heading forward. And he goes in. They're in the gate. And the race is on. Bit of an awkward start there for Lucho. Came away last. Chaos Coming gets the lead pretty easily up front. Leads at a length and a half in the early stages as Polyzon sent now to that one's inside to come after this early leader. It's 2 more back to Power Wrench. After that, Alexander K. Space of 2 more back to Fast Prince. And the slow start has Lucho. 6th and last and already about 12 or 13 off the lead. It's Chaos Coming and Samuel Marin go to the far turn. The lead's 3/4 of a length. Is trying to press closer on the inside. Polyzon down along the fence. Marin now gives a little bit of more urging to Chaos Coming, who quickly jumps right back into the bridle and now is in front 2.5 lengths to Polyzon. Power Wrench third. 4 more then back to Fast Prince in that 4th position. Then a big gap back to Alexander K and Lucho to the top of the stretch. And Chaos Coming to the top of the lane in front by 3 now. Power Wrench up on the outside of Polyzon. They're 2nd and 3rd. And behind them comes Fast Prince 4th. A final furlong left to go. Chaos Coming trying to finish the job. It's Chaos Coming, a 4-length advantage now. Polyzon, Power Wrench, and up the fence, Fast Prince trying to run on for 2nd, but a final 16th to go, and the battle for 1st is over. Chaos Coming going to win it geared down here. Chaos Coming by about 6 in the end. Power Wrench held on for 2nd over Fast Prince, who got 3rd. Polyzon was 4th. Chaos Coming the winner, 2, 7, 1, 3, and 6. 105.80 seconds the final time. Chaos Coming, a 3-year-old bay colt by Gormley out of TMI. Spread of Kentucky by Jason Hall and Monty Henke. Jason Hall and Seven Arms Stables are the winning owners. David Van Winkle, the winning trainer. Samuel Morin aboard for the Gate to Wire score. Chaos Coming, front running fashion, winner of today's second race. Prices on the board. The exact is $6.70. The trifecta $12.80. The dime super $4.43. Early double $5.30. Today's third race is coming up in 23 minutes. It's at a mile and a 16th on that turf course. Turf is firm. The rail at 0 feet. We'll have a super high five carryover of $1,214. A field of 8 set to go. No scratches or changes. Post time for the third coming up in 22 minutes.
Race 3 is going to start our next pick 4. It's for 3-year-olds, which is start for a claiming price of $32,000 or less, or an optional claiming price of $32,000. They'll be going a mile and a 16th on the turf. The number 7, Just See Me, is in for owner trainer Juan Arriagada, coming in fresh after having last run back in October. That is when he finished 4th in against an optional 62 N1 Xfield at Presque, going 6 furlongs on the synthetic there, and that was off a 2 3/4 length defeat against Stakes Company, going 6.5 at Presque. Comes back with Lasix, now going 2 turns on the grass, all for the first time, which makes sense. Mom was a winner even at a mile and a half on the turf, and Dad is multiple grade 1 turfer Raging Bull, whose scores include the 9 furlong Hollywood Derby. The number 3, Vino Solo, won on debut despite a bad break, despite traffic trouble, and despite having to close over a less than zesty pace. Now, granted, that was just a main 32, but he scored by 2 3/4 lengths at first asking. He's now getting first-time Lasix for start 2. And then the number 8, Teddy Bear. Really intriguing, in for Joe Orsino. Won a main 16 with ease last out here by 6 lengths, going 7 furlongs. He's only raced on turf once, but that was the debut, pre-blinkers. Son of Bucaro, and he gets winners on everything. Mom is by AP Indy, which brings in stamina. And to be fair, I mean, Bucaro himself was a winner at 2 turns. And it's also intriguing to see Marin stay aboard here. So I'm going to go 7-3-8 in race 3, which again kicks off our next pick 4.